The NBA playoffs have always showcased incredible talent, but they are also influenced by moments that never came to be: a missed shot, an unfortunate injury, a tough call, or even a snap decision that can subtly change the course of history. For every championship banner that gets raised, there's an alternate reality where events unfolded quite differently, sometimes in a big way. Imagine if a dynasty had crumbled before it even got started. What if just one bounce of the ball had crowned a different champion? These scenarios aren't just interesting what ifs, they illustrate just how delicate success can be during the postseason. The gap between a legacy and what could have been is often incredibly small. Derrick Rose made history as the youngest MVP in the NBA, and during his prime, the Bulls truly looked like serious contenders. With Rose at the helm, Chicago had the talent to go toe-to-toe with LeBron James' Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference, and if he hadn't suffered the devastating ACL injury in 2012, the rivalry could have thrived for years. Had he stayed healthy, the Bulls would likely have remained a formidable force in the conference, shaking things up in the East and keeping Miami on their toes. However, it's worth noting that the Bulls weren't definitely better than the Heat as they were, and they probably wouldn't have posed a significant challenge to the Warriors down the line. Rose's injury turned him into somewhat of a legend, but a healthy Derrick would have likely been more of a top 15 star rather than rewriting the entire narrative of NBA history. Michael Jordan departed from the NBA following the 1993 finals, and his initial retirement significantly altered the trajectory of the league. Had he not returned from the baseball career, the 1990s would likely have presented opportunities for other teams such as Houston and New York. The Chicago Bulls might have secured fewer championships, and Jordan's career statistics would have reflected a distinct narrative. While some analysts suggested that the Bulls could have contended for additional titles even in his absence, his return ultimately solidified the dynasty's legacy. Without the second tenure, Jordan's legacy would have undoubtedly remained substantial. However, it would have been characterized by a shorter and more unconventional journey. His comeback was instrumental in maintaining the Bulls dynasty and shaping the landscape of the 1990s.
It was a love affair of major proportions and a fitting swan song.
The Warriors held a 3-1 advantage in the 2016 NBA Finals before Draymond Green's suspension altered the trajectory of the series. Although Golden State retained a formidable team, the absence of Green, one of his key emotional leaders, significantly impacted their performance at a critical juncture. Had Green not faced suspension, it is possible that the Warriors would have concluded the series in 5 games, thereby preventing Cleveland from orchestrating a comeback and precluding LeBron James from securing that championship in what is regarded as one of the most iconic finals in history. While the series would still have been competitive, the dynamics would have shifted considerably, with Green on the courts. This suspension is now considered one of the most contentious turning points in a contemporary playoff history.
Cleveland! This is for you!
Allen Iverson singularly propelled the Philadelphia 76ers to the 2001 NBA Finals. His performance was exceptional. However, the weight of expectation placed upon him was considerable, and Philadelphia provided him with more robust support. The finals could have evolved into a competitive series against the Lakers. An additional scorer or a more proficient shooter might have alleviated some of the pressure on Iverson, resulting in a less predictable offensive strategy. While this would not have guaranteed a championship, it could have significantly enhanced the competitiveness of the matchup. Iverson's journey already solidified his legacy, yet additional assistance could have transformed it into a championship narrative. The NBA playoffs have consistently been characterized by pivotal moments that could have unfolded in various ways. These hypotheticals serve as a reminder of the precarious balance between triumph and despair. A single play, an injury, or a pivotal decision frequently alters legacies, illustrating that postseason basketball represents the definitive evaluation of greatness and timing.